What's up guys, Amaj is back in the game, so welcome to the third episode of Let's Talk About the Infectious Madness of Doctor Dekker. So, in the last two episodes we've already talked about Bryce and Claire, and I gave you my opinion on the question, are they just really insane? Do they have the powers they claim to have? Or are they here for other reasons? So I've already told you this about those two, and today we will talk about Elin, our little angel of death. But let's put this a little bit more behind and let's start off with another topic of hers. So Claire is a nurse. That's something we've learned in the very first act, so in the very first episode of the Let's Play. She's a nurse, and she takes care of, well, dying patients, so of patients that are really worse off. That's what I got out of this. Or maybe she's just a normal nurse. That's possible as well, but what her thing is that a lot of her patients die on her. That's why everyone calls her Angel of Death. So that's why I started my episode with this, with calling her this. Yeah, a lot of her patients die, and what she told us was like she likes to be with them in their last moments. And I don't know, it was I can't even explain, but the way how she said it, it was like she really enjoys to see them die, and it was really weird, and it really gave me the chills how she said this. What we learned from her is she knows a lot about herbs, so she puts together her own herb mixtures and gives them to her patients. So what I think, maybe just maybe she does this to help them die faster, so she can be with them and watch them die. So I think that she really is that crazy. I know it's a little bit harsh to talk about it like this, but I really think that that's the point. So if you think otherwise, just let me know down in the comments. I'm really interested in how you see her. Maybe it was a little bit different in your playthrough, because if you played this, the game, like the murderer changes, and with the murderer changes, some other stuff changes as well. So I'm not really sure what changes exactly with the different murderers. So I'm really interested in your opinion about this. So apart from that, the whole thing with Elin like evolved around her patients. She took gifts from them. When we told her that it's wrong, she gave all of them back, but I don't really get how patients give her gifts. She claimed, and now we come to the interesting part, I think this might be connected. Elin claimed that she can shift her appearance to look like another person. I mean, that was the point where I said, alright, you're fucking insane. But she claimed this, and like there was a little scene where she held our hand and was like, well, I can show you right away, I can shift for you right now. But it didn't work, but her face was like distorted for a few seconds, so I was like, whoa, what's happening? But okay, she didn't do it, and I don't believe she can do it. Not at all. Not at all. So for me, she's just crazy in that sense. But that goes even further. So apart from taking gifts from patients, she had one special patient. Dr. Dekker's mother was her patient, and she died with her, and she claimed that so Elin claimed that she shifted into Dr. Dekker for his mother, because he didn't care about his mother at all. Like, he didn't even want to see her in her final moments, and she was really pissed about this. I can fully understand her in that matter. Like, that's really shitty, but we don't know anything about Dr. Dekker, unfortunately. Like, everything we get from the patients is really weird about Dr. Dekker, so I'm really careful with everything they say about him. But that was actually a really interesting fact. So what Elin did, like, she shifted into Dr. Dekker for his mother, but then said she regretted this because now he was off the hook way too easy. Like, his mother was like, oh yeah, I'm so happy that he visited me one last time. Well, he didn't do it. For other patients that said they can't make it, she did this because she wanted to. That sounds a lot like, hey, that really happened. I still don't think that this really happened. I can't explain how the patients believed this. I don't know, maybe because of all the herbs she was giving, like the medicine. They were so high and out of their minds that she just said, hey, look who's here, it's your mother or your father or your son or whatever. Mother, father? That would be a pretty young person dying. No, like, there's your relative, let's go with this. We don't want any children to die. Let's go with this. There's one of your relatives, and then because of all the meds they have in them, they believe this because they are completely high. That's definitely what I think happened. Another thing she claimed was like she shifted into someone for his patient. Like, the patient didn't die, so she shifted into someone he loved but the patient didn't die. And after that, he asked her to do this again, to go out with him on a date, and she actually did this. That's what she claimed. I can't really explain that. Maybe she gave him some meds too, so he believed this, or maybe he was like, alright, you believe this, you can believe this, you go out with me and I play that you are the person you say you are. I don't know, that's my personal opinion again. I don't really know if that's what happened. But now we come to the interesting point. After this date, she didn't went home with him like she claimed in the first time. No, she went to Dr. Dekker's office. That's what she told us right in the end. And so in my playthrough, I want to say it again, this is no spoiler, because for every playthrough the murderer changes randomly. So you can never know who's the murderer while starting a new game. So for me, Elin was the murderer. I really didn't think this at first. I had to try 3 times to figure out who was actually the murderer, because I thought this was Jaya, because I don't know, she just freaked me the fuck out. But it was Elin actually in the end. And so after this date, she went to Dr. Dekker's office. I think he was even there, but he was completely drunk, so she mixed some sleeping pills into his bottle of vodka and killed him with that. So yeah, that's actually what happened. Because why did she do this? She claimed in the end that Dr. Dekker, like I said in another episode, Dr. Dekker wanted to have all this special powers and abilities his patients have. So he wanted to learn from her how to shift into other people. But since she believed that he wouldn't do anything good with this, so he would just do evil things with this ability, she refused and killed him. So just for the reason that he can't do any more harm to anyone. I don't know, like I said, I don't believe at all that she has disabilities. She's just crazy. She is an angel of death. She likes to see people die for whatever reason. We will never know this, but that's what I'm pretty sure about actually. So yeah, that's everything about Elin that I've learned. Maybe there's stuff that I wasn't able to ask her. So really, I'm so interested in other people's experiences with this game. with what came out with them and what the patient said to them. So let me know down in the comments. And yeah, in the next episode we will go on to the next patient. I really hope that you liked this one. If you did, hit the like button down below, leave me a comment, and then I will see you again in the next episode of Let's Talk About the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker.
Dr. Dekker was murdered. Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him.
I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure.
Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think.
Do you think I killed my parents? Why? Because I stabbed my husband?
Dekker